recording this. I've been working on the audio problems, trying to get them fixed with the sync issue. So we're going to try again, see what happens here. We did this once, second time. Anyway, so last week, kind of a ho-hum week during the first 6 hours of the day. Last half hour, bang. Or 5.5, last hour, bang. Things have been pretty exciting. So anyway, we're going into election week. Election week generally is an up week. So be aware of that. New hope, new rising, change, yada, yada, yada. Don't know if it'll be true. Of course, this has been the oddest year I've ever seen. But I haven't been doing this as long as some of those old farts in CNBC. But nonetheless, let's start with the Dow. Here we go on the Dow. Look at this bad boy here, coming up, coming up, coming up. Hitting some resistance at one of our fib lines at 93.46.50. Pretty good move, pretty good point for a turnaround. Still volume kind of decreasing, kind of blah, not good. Generally, this is a divergence. This is a sign of a reversal. So you can see it hit this and reverse. Wouldn't shock me at all. Going against history versus technical. So, you know, you got to choose. We're going to have to watch it and see what happens. What I'd love to see is for it to rally up to 10, 10.5, and then I'd be short like I don't know, like tattoo. I'd be short. Same thing here. Everything looks very similar. Bouncing off nice strong support, coming on up. This one's not near the fib, but it's hitting the same type of thing. This is the Nasdaq, by the way. We kind of got a downtrend line going on Nasdaq right here, right now. Boom, boom, boom. You can watch that bad boy go down. It should be continuing down, but it'd be fighting history. And I kind of drew the trend line out here on the S&P. The S&P one tracing the market the best, actually. Which, if you do it in combination with the bottom fib, creates another triangle. So let's see if this holds. If we come down and then pop back up and hit this line, then we've got a real good trend line we can work with, a real good triangle we can work with. That'll give us something to watch. And then the VIX. Let's just look at VIX. VIX obviously has just come back off its highs. One thing on the VIX, like Ardizzle, my buddy, pointed out, the lower the VIX gets, the cheaper the options get, the less premiums baked in. So if you're selling cover calls, not going to do as good. If you're trading options, you're going to probably do a little bit better. They just won't move as fast. So keep that in your head. Nice, strong move here. We're going to see support, obviously, right around here. Which is 53. The 53 area, we're going to see some support. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, we move down. All right, for the rest of this time, I'm just going to go over some of our old plays, okay? That's all we're going to do today. It's going to be a longer video, longer than usual. We're going to hit a few of the old plays and just see where we're at. We're going to start with JP Morgan. A couple things to note on JP Morgan. My thought was that in this megaphone pattern, obviously you can see it widen as it comes down. I thought the sucker would be back down here below 30. That's where it would be. It kind of hasn't cooperated. It hit this fib bounce straight up, closed above the 50% fib on one move, which blew my mind. What else blew my mind? It closed above the 200 moving average on one move. Those are both very bullish. This thing was up almost 10% on Friday. So, of course, it's a financial, so it's only with the financial news. One thing to note, though, is last time it did this, it closed on one move above the fib back here on September 10th or so, 12th, 13th. It closed above the 200 moving average. It didn't stay. It went ahead and dropped back down. I don't know. This is pretty strong move. Pretty strong move. A shaved head, shaved bottom candle. I can see this thing continuous bullish move here. It's obviously going to depend on what the market's doing, but this black line is the 200 moving average. Decent volume. I would say that's bullish. I would say we'd be looking at that sucker long now, people, until we see evidence to the contrary. Sina has been puzzling to me. Sina did go down, went all the way down where we thought, came back up, hit that resistance here at the 27.50 at the 50% fib, and back down, and now back up. You know, it had a good 2.6% move last week. It is a split play. What I'm interested in is this line right here. What we've got here is a reverse head and shoulders. Here's our original head and shoulders right here, and it bounced right out that line like we thought it would. But we thought it would eventually break line and drop down. It didn't. This line held. Now it's coming up. Now we've got, here's a shoulder here and a shoulder here. We've got a reverse head and shoulders. It comes down as an angle, but even if you go straight, it closed above that head and shoulders line. That, my friend, is bullish. The only thing holding it back right now is near the top Bollinger Band. I would expect to see it, and a fib line. I would expect to see it sell off a bit. Let's see if it breaks this line. If it breaks this line, then it's going to be back down here to this line at 24.90. So we're looking right in this area, 27.50. If it stays above that, then we're going to be bullish on that side. That makes sense to you? I hope so. Cisco, we're looking for it to hit 20. Never did get to 20. It did get up 19, just never made it to the 20 mark, and it turned around. So what I've got going on here now is you got a downward channel kind of forming here. See, this broke out of it once here, coming up. But look at all these nice closes on this bottom channel. Look at all these nice hits on the top, and you got mid-magnet where it likes to hang around. If this channel is holding true, we should see a down move on Cisco. It's not going to hit that 20. It's where I thought it might go to. Didn't make it. Every time it's tried to go up, it's been a lower high. Definitely in a downtrend. Here's a split play, BKE, da buckle. This one here, I'd be short right now. So that boy, short. So as you can see, kind of come up real strong with a volume, decreasing volume on the up move. This is a no-brainer short play for me right here. Hitting this fib line, come up strong. This is good. This line is beautiful. Look at all support on this line. This is a strong line. I'm looking for a down play on this. Let's take a quick peek at the option prices. I've done that. Let's look. November 205. Ooh, man, I don't like the spread on that. That's a huge spread. That'd be some coin to make up. This is 90 cents. Of course, what did I tell you before? It is a split play, so we might want to wait a day or two to get those things straightened out. Anyway, so this is one I watch. If it does break up to 30, that's right at the 200 moving average. That is, and the 50% fib, and lots of support. If it will not break 30 without at least having another retracement. That is my feeling. That is strong. So the option prices are terrible right now, so hold off. Murphy Oil MUR coming up to hit the first fib resistance. As you can see, it did have some concentration on there. It got close once, twice, and pulled back. Let's see if it makes a rally. The only thing with this is the volume has been increasing in this up move, so it might have the power to break through there, but right now it looks like it's turning over to go down. And then last but not least for tonight is going to be Staples. This one I think is a good short right now. Very similar to Buckle. Let's zoom in on this bad boy a little bit. Very similar. Look at this nice support line right here. The 50 support / resistance. So it was support. It's now come resistance. It's come to here. Got close to it. Trace back down. Here. Second test of it. I'm thinking that this one is going to hit back down too. It hit it, came back through, but not close above it. So I'm thinking we're going to go back down off of this move here. Pretty decent volume up. We did have the gap. That was my question before. Can the gap held? The gap held. But it's going to take something special to blow through this unless it does it like it did here where it gaps up. So you're watching it first short. All right, that's it for today. Like I said, we're coming to options expiration week, people. So, not options, to election week. It's not options expiration week. I take it back. We're coming into election week. Generally, historically, an up week. New hope, change, blah, 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 blah. So be aware. After that, though, Katie bar the door. Love to see Dow hit 10,500, 10,000 in there, and I'll be shorting it. Trade well, prosper.